You host these amazing conferences every single year. I think this year is the 7th. Why don't you talk a little bit about your upcoming conference? It's actually coming up this weekend, so the 15th and 16th.
Yes, thank you very much for having me on. We really appreciate the publicity that we get from you and the Rebel, and we really do appreciate that. And yes, this is our 7th conference. It's called Meeting the Challenge of Western Separation, or Meeting the Unity Challenge, depending on how you want to look at it. We we're going to we're trying to be impartial in the discussion. We've got some people that are going to be making the case for separation. We have some people that are going to be defending federalism. And then we have a third part of our conference, which is actually irrespective of whether you have one country or whether you have two, like there are some issues that you have to deal with, and we call that forging a stronger relationship with neighbors, meaning America, meaning the First Nations, meaning other provinces, maybe the Northwest Territories. So it's sort of broken down into 3 different categories.
Yeah, and I'm interested in the speakers that you have. You have speakers from all over the country. You have our friend Andrew Lawton who's coming. You've got John Robson, who's a perennial favorite at your conferences. But you also have people like Prem Singh, who's ready to pull the chute on Canada. Prem from Alberta Can't Wait. She's a very outspoken lady. But you also have people like Patrick Moore, Michelle Sterling, the guys from CFACT, which I think is a great get to come up to Canada to talk to us. That's a really big speaker for you to bring up. And the reason I bring up the people who are going to talk about the environmental movement, I think in large part, the failure to address the foreign meddling in our economic system, in our system of government, in our electoral system has fueled so much separatist sentiment in Alberta, because it is the thing that led to the pipelines being blocked. And for so many people, that's their number one issue on why they want to leave the country.
You're absolutely right. And as you know, like 2 conferences ago, our conference was Meeting the Climate Change Challenge, which we talked about a lot of the meddling by foreign factors, by the foreign groups. But Mark Morano is coming, and I think this is one of the most interesting things that we're going to be talking about at the conference. I think he's one of the most quoted conservatives in America. He's going to be talking about indoctrination versus education. And the point he's going to make, and we agree with, is that the left have done a better job of indoctrinating our kids and our students and our voters than the right have done of educating them. The right, it's my opinion, they thought they would be all right just because they were right. But quite frankly, we're seeing in this whole world of indoctrination and misinformation and fake news, I think the conservative movement is going to have to do a better job of making their case to everyone, starting from the schools to the voters to even to the energy industry. And quite frankly, if we want things to recover in Alberta, we're going to have to go and make our case to foreign investors again. And one of the things Patrick Moore told us at our conference last year was, you can say what you like about getting rid of Rachel Notley, but the foreign investors will not be coming back to invest in our energy industry till we withdraw our commitment to the Paris Agreement, till we start making it, Alberta, an investor-friendly environment again.
That's an excerpt from my weekly show, The Gun Show. It's an interview-based show that I do every Wednesday night, where I talk to conservative journalists, filmmakers, activists, even citizen newsmakers. However, the show is only available to our premium subscribers, but it's easy enough to subscribe. Just go to premium.rebelnews.com.